Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for popping by here. And yeah, I am back with another video. Today I wanted to speak about purpose. What is my purpose? A lot of people wonder this as they're starting a spiritual path, or maybe they're on a spiritual path, or that they just wonder, why am I here? Why am I on this planet? And because really all paths are spiritual paths, because we're all spirits having this physical experience. So there comes a time when you wonder, what is my purpose? What am I doing here? And this kind of rolls out in a multitude of ways, but on kind of like the most basic level, your purpose is life itself, to exist. And because you are a particular vibration that no one else is, not a single soul on this planet has the same vibratory signature as yours does. So it completes it. Every person completes the whole. And so just by living your life, you're living your purpose. And kind of at that broader perspective, you could think of purpose as to experience, which is what life is all about. And of course, the journey. It's the journey. That's the purpose of life. And I really like the way Matthias de Stefano spoke about it on his I Am Path, and you can find this on YouTube. I think it's called I Am Path Purpose, but it's the most beautiful analogy. Is that, imagine this is 500, 1,000 years ago, and I give you a letter, and I say, this is a very important letter, and it needs to go to this person, and I bring out a map, and I show you, and maybe you kind of say, oh, maybe I could go around there. So you're going around the mountain, over the hills, through the valley, across the stream, and then you reach the destination. So before you even wander out, we've got the map, we've figured out a plan together, and you say, yes, I can do this. I know I can. And you take the letter, you don't know what's inside, but you know it's very important, and you take the map and you set out on your journey. You're going over the hill, around the mountain, through the valley, across the river, and you get to the destination, and you give the letter to the person it is intended for, and that person opens the letter, and then you realize the purpose of the mission. So, how I interpret this is that we're living our mission, and then once we get to a certain point in our mission, we realize the purpose of all that we just did. And so in saying that, I wanted to mention that you really can't get off your path. Everything is your path, and maybe if you do kind of wander off, you will be nudged back on. That's for sure. But a lot of things that we in physical form may not consider beneficial actually are some of the most beneficial things for us and on our path. Some of the most difficult things, some of the most challenging things, those are the key parts of our path that lead us to this realization of the purpose of that. So I just wanted to say, although it always feels good to say I'm on my path and all this stuff, you really can't get off your path. So you can relax about that. you're on your path. You're at the exact perfect spot on your path that you could be right now. So great job. And yeah, there's no rush. There's uh, just keep going. Just keep going. Enjoy it, and everything is going to work out. And how you can kind of think of it is these different purposes and missions delivering the letter are kind of like, if you can imagine a triangle and you're at one node and you go dee 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 on your mission to that one, then you realize why you did that, then you go on the next one, realize something, next one. But there will come a time where you realize why you did everything. Like literally every single thing in your life, it'll be crystal clear why that happened and how it relates and the purpose of everything. And a lot of people call that the fifth dimension or the fifth density. And like I said, there's no rush. There's no rush to get there. You're at the perfect spot of your journey right now. But I will say, if you're asking these things like, what is my purpose? That's usually a sign that you're getting close, or that you're already there. And so how do you get there in a most kind of efficient way is being yourself. Because if you're trying to be someone else, of course you're going to learn something, and that's part of your path too, and that's part of your journey and your learnings. But it's definitely going to be more of a straight shot if you be yourself. And a sure way for you to tell, is this me, is if it feels good. So when you think about it, when you do it, does it feel good? Like in your heart, does it feel good? Or does it feel bad? And if it feels bad, or I should just say maybe off or not quite right, or better yet, if you're excited to do it, that is a clear sign that you're going in the right direction. You're excited to do something. That being said, I'll give an example from my life, is that I remember after my awakening, I was offered a job, and I wasn't interested. I didn't want to do this job. and my guidance and my higher self was saying, no, this would be very, very good for you. This will be really, really good for you. And so I did it. And then after a while, I ended up really enjoying it, and I realized the purpose of it. So that's just a slight caveat, is that sometimes, and that would, I would say, be a bit of fear creeping in. And so be comfortable with uncomfortable, I guess, is the best thing to say there. Because if you're comfortable with uncomfortable, even if you're kind of squirmish about it, but it's drawing you toward it, and I've been given this opportunity, and from my guidance and that it's feeling right, then go for it. And I feel this saying this has kind of maybe convoluted it, but at the same time, that's life. And like I said, you really can't get off path, because if I didn't do that, I know the universe would have orchestrated something where I would have got that experience, so yeah, just relax, enjoy. And ultimately, I feel the purpose is just that, to have fun, to enjoy, to create. And so yeah, I was inspired to make this today because I do a little inspirational Instagram account where I put inspirational quotes. And today I put one about purpose that I found yesterday when I received an angel number, and I looked it up, and it just really resounded with me. And what this quote said was basically, everyone has their own unique, completely unique purpose that is perfectly aligned with them and their chosen divine plan. So I just found it so beautiful and so perfect, because it's saying that everything happens for a reason. And even though it may not seem good at the time, when you reach that node or that point where you deliver the letter and you open it up and you see what's inside, then you realize, oh, that's why everything was good for me. I learned something from that that I can share with others, or maybe someone will come into my life that, you know, this information could be helpful for. There's just a whole constellation of possibilities. And yeah, so I will leave it at that. I hope you have a wonderful day out there, and thank you for tuning in. I will put a little link for that inspirational quote Instagram if you want to check it out. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next one. All right, thanks so much for popping by. Take care. Bye-bye.